Watch out for the cheapest quote because it often excludes things that are likely to be needed. They actually don't knock on the door to explain it until the end of the job. Was the wood really rotted, or did the crew just elect to replace a bunch of rotten wood because it's in their contract? So it's the responsibility of the contractor to apply extra effort and to be creative in their approach to pricing the project so that it includes what is likely going to be needed. In this video, we're going to talk today about the difference between how some companies prepare their estimates and how others do. A proper estimate should include all information and should require some effort, attention to detail, and time. It takes time to produce a thorough, complete scope of work for any project. So companies often save time initially by putting together quick, low-price quotes to win business. Watch out for the cheapest quote because it often excludes things that are likely to be needed. What customers tell us that they do not like about many contractors is that they're quick to discover something that wasn't noticed before that raises the price. In our line of work, we remodel old homes every day. We're familiar with how the homes are built, what areas are weak points that fail, where rotting wood may be. We apply a lot of extra effort to understand what's all going wrong so that we can provide a solution, including resolving all of the potential unknowns. Some stuff is unforeseeable, like mold inside a wall cavity, but not if there's water damage outside of that cavity. So it's the responsibility of the contractor to apply extra effort and to be creative in their approach to pricing the project so that it includes what is likely going to be needed. We replace roofs every week. It's no surprise that 2 out of 10 roofs replaced today have rotten wood. We know this is going to be the case. We talk about it with our homeowners. We inspect inside attics and even on top of roofs sometimes so that we can provide all necessary info that's available to us. Some things that we commonly find when we demo a room could be moisture impaction inside the wall cavity, sometimes wiring that's compromised. We've seen plumbing failures that have gone on for quite a while that were unresolved and unnoticed. The truth is, every contractor and every project is different, and so this goes on the contractor to be diligent. It's responsible to take into consideration things that he knows from his past background and experience are likely to be needed. With a roof replacement, it's not reasonable to think that all roofs would be replaced without some rotten wood being needed. For that reason, when a contractor knocks on your door to tell you about an increase in price for rotten wood, you should ask for pictures. You should try and see the damage for yourself before the extra work is performed. We hear some big name companies that will do all the extra work as it's written within their contract, and they actually don't knock on the door to explain it until the end of the job. Well, at the end of the job, once your new roof has been shingled, it's a lot more difficult to count how many sheets of wood were needed or how many feet of boards had to be replaced. And if it really had to be replaced, was the wood really rotted, or did the crew just elect to replace a bunch of rotten wood because it's in their contract? We only replace rotten wood if it isn't going to last several decades, and we will never put new roofing down over wood that is not properly intact. If we whack it with a hammer and it's wimpy, it's gotta go. If there's moisture impaction, if there are stains on the wood, it's probably gotta go. And if it won't hold a nail, no one should be putting a roof on it. So you want work that's going to last decades, and materials that are installed on roofs are intended to last upwards of 25 or even 50 years. And so if the wood is 10% rotted, that board should be replaced so that your new roof lasts a long time. One benefit to working with an established company is that we do offer payment plans. So it has happened in my experience that a homeowner's project required rotten wood replacement once the work got started. So when Steve had his roof replaced by MI, Steve had a leak and he was aware there could be some rotten wood. We inspected the attic and we were unable to find anything visibly, and so we didn't charge for any rotten wood replacement. Well, upon removal of the shingles, there was unforeseen damage to a few sheets of wood. Fortunately, it wasn't a large area, and the wood replacement cost was just a few $100s. The customer was so grateful that we had a flexible payment option where he could just pay a minimal amount per month and get the extra work done that his home needed. Homeowners often start their voyage asking how soon can you get started and how much is the bill, and not are you capable of completing the project and what's your process. Companies who have a process typically work through several elements of a design to ensure that it's complete prior to starting any work. The process includes getting all the required plans drawn up, having them inspected and approved by the homeowners, of course picking out selections, and finally getting building permits approved.